If you were listening to the sequence a few weeks ago, you'll know that we were expecting a live visit from Tanita Tikaram, but Tanita had to cancel because she was ill. Happily, she is recovered now, and she's here today. So we're going to be chatting with Tanita Tikaram and hearing some live music from her after this, from her album Everybody's Angel. This is Mud in Any Water. Do like that song, Mud in Any Water. It's a track from Everybody's Angel, the album from Tanita Tikaram, who joins us now in the studio. We were almost caught out there, weren't we? We were having a little chat about various things. One of the things we ought to talk about on the radio, Tanita, is the fact that you are about to start a very long tour, aren't you? Mm-hmm. How does that strike you when you kind of look ahead in your diary and page after page of dates are looming up? Is it a bit of a worry?
No, I mean, I actually feel not very good when I'm not touring, and I always see it as almost like what you're supposed to be doing, and when I'm not doing it, then I feel a bit unbalanced.
I see. You are a travelling troubadour.
I am indeed.
Yes, your life in a not a box of paints, as Joni Mitchell said, but maybe in a book of songs.
Yeah. She did that. Yeah, I could drink a case of you. Sorry, just in case people needed to know that.
Just one of those songs from the album Blue. What a good LP that was.
That
as
is
well.
A wonderful album.
Super stuff. So you look forward to being out on the road.
Yes, I mean it's very romantic, really, to be on the road. I mean it's something. It's like, I mean, especially when you tour America or something, it's like being in a movie, and a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, they think it's just a hard slog and you have to catch planes and stuff.
Yeah.
But actually, to be in that circle when you're kind of even playing rock and roll in a way, I mean, people look at you differently.
It's true. I suppose there's a privilege, in a sense, isn't there, too, of actually going out. You're being paid to go to places that are astounding, aren't they? I mean, you can actually go to Toledo. Hey, come on, you can play a gig there, and hopefully have a chance to see it and get a bit of that sort of environment into you as well.
Absolutely.
Do you have that chance usually?
Yeah, on days off I organise trips around places, galleries or museums. Yeah. And we get in the coach or something. It's a bit like being at school.
Who's gonna sit at the back?
Absolutely, all the smokers at the back, and also you never exhaust a place, which is a problem. When you have to stay in one place, you kind of think you've outstayed your welcome. I mean, I'm always feeling I'm outstaying my welcome, so it's nice.
Well, it's time you were going, isn't it? How are the rehearsals going? Because you were telling me just now that you're not approaching the old songs in the old way, that you're trying to change them around a bit.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got the brass section now, so I'm trying to make everything fit into this idea of the brass and the warmth of that sound
that we just heard, in fact, on that track.
Exactly, on that.
Yeah, that's nice.
And basically, I mean, songs, I hear them differently now, and I think so. The songs have changed in a way. I mean, the words haven't changed, but sometimes the spirit is different.
Can't you change a song so drastically too if you just take away the guitar, throw in the brass or whatever? Yeah. Okay, so you've agreed to play live for us.
Okay.
A song off the album, yeah?
Yeah.
What's it called?
This is Sunface.
Okay, this is Tanita live.
Often, too often closed with a little beauty and the right supposing. Suppose I meet you and make you feel there is no real reason why I'll be real for you. For you, it's just a dozen dreamers. This is the way I will it. Sometimes I'm just too much, and I don't know, and never known, and all I ever want to be. And I can tell you, and I can tell you, but it's never really near to me. Sunface, 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 sunface. I'm closing up, I'm winding down this little beautiful, this little wonder ground. How would it be to take your hand? I'm not the easy kind, I'll never understand, and somehow make it seem so right. This is the easy child who's gonna face the light. Sun face, sun face, some felt it, some felt it. Sun face, sun face, some felt it, some felt it. Walk around and touch the view. There is an easy angle, least that is true, and truth's enough to make me smile. Everybody's able and everybody's trying. If you're really high enough to be the pauper and take the rough, well, the easy time will never be, but your comet's down and it shines on me. It's just a sun face, sun face. Some felt it, some felt it. Sun face, sun face. Some felt it, some felt it. Sun face, sun face. Some felt it, some felt it.
We're live on the Saturday sequence, and that was Sunface, Tanita Tikaram, playing live for us today. Is that very much the way that you write, that you'd sit with the guitar and create that way?
Yeah.
So what with the tape rolling, and does it start with the chords and music, and then the words come in later? How do you approach?
It's like basically at the same time, and it may be just the sound of a word, and it will start off like it just rolls off the tongue after that.
Yeah, I've heard that quite often writers sing gibberish lyrics almost, you know,
I
but there's a feel, you know.
Yes.
What was it? Was it Yesterday? The Paul McCartney thing started out as scrambled eggs, you know, and then ultimately he suddenly came up with the right lyric at the end of the day. What did Sunface start as? Sunface.
No, it may have been Sad Face or something, and Sun seemed the right thing, or Sun.
And then you suddenly just spark off into a different direction.
But an interesting thing was in America when they sent out the album, they sent out the tape, they put Sun Fierce, and I actually thought Sun Fierce sounded pretty good as well.
So again, you see, you can bounce off any idea. Isn't it interesting the way that songs can grow and develop like that? Let's talk about the new single. You've totally re-recorded a track from the album.
Yes.
I mean, this is not just slightly different, this is entirely different in terms of interpretation. And the song is I Love Heaven Solo. We featured it off the LP. But you went back and you've changed it so dramatically. Tell us why. What was the thinking behind it?
Well, this is a very peculiar song. I mean, the first time I did it as a B-side, as acoustically, and I just written it, and I used to have this very bad habit of writing songs and then recording them without really thinking about it,
or doing them on the radio.
Exactly.
You've done that
and never really living with the song, see how good it was or not, and when we came to the album, I said, well, why don't we do it, because it was written in the same batch, and it's going to be totally different. About 3 Men and a Dog probably heard it, so we did it, and in the context of the album, it wouldn't have been right to use a choir, but Rod fell in love with the song, and he kind of wanted to explore it a bit more after the sound was done.
So he brought in the inspirational choir, right? The London inspirational choir.
Absolutely.
And it dramatically changes the whole context, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it very uplifting. Well, I always thought it was pretty uplifting, but kind of religious in a way. It's a religious song in a way.
I think you're absolutely right.
No, I know, I use an inspirational... No, I don't know. God, I don't know what I mean. I mean, kind of gospel-y, which is where it was hinting at that already, but it kind of does it the whole hog.
This is intriguing. I was going to ask you way back, and I didn't, whether you sometimes hear a potential arrangement or style when you're writing a song with the guitar like that, and was perhaps this inspirational thing there all the time? No.
No, I mean, something like Mud and Anywhere, which you played earlier, was definitely a kind of dirty song in a way before, just the chords. So that was already there. This one, I didn't even think about it. But then as we worked on it, it became quite apparent that it was a very gospel-y type thing.
Let's sample the new gospel style, shall we?
Right.
When are we going to see you in the UK? When are the British dates happening?
I start March the 1st.
No time at all, really?
Yeah, about a week now. So.
Okay. Enjoy your rehearsals and look forward to seeing you live on stage as well, Tanita. Thanks for coming in today. This then is the new kind of gospel version, the single release. I love the Heavens solo.